I want you to take a moment and picture that one spot in your yard. We all have one. Maybe it's right up against the north side of the house or tucked away under that big old oak tree. It's the place where the grass is always a little thin, isn't it? And every beautiful flower you've ever tried to plant there has, well, it's weathered away. For years, you've probably called it your problem spot. But I'm here to tell you something with absolute certainty. That shaded corner is not your biggest gardening problem. It is your greatest untapped opportunity. Just let that thought settle in for a moment. This isn't just a clever saying. It's a whole new way of looking at your garden. That spot you've been fighting with, maybe for decades, it isn't a place of failure. It's an invitation. It's inviting you to create a garden that doesn't just tolerate the shade, but actually thrives because of it. So, how do we do it? How do we make that shift? Well, it's simple, really. We're going to take our cues from the best gardener there is, nature. We're going to create what's called a forest garden. Now, don't let that name sound too complicated. All it means is that we're going to copy what a healthy forest does naturally, and we're going to do it right there in that little corner of your yard. Think about the last time you took a walk in the woods. You had the tall trees way up high, then the smaller trees underneath, then the shrubs, and finally all the little plants covering the ground. Everything has its own layer, and it's that layering that makes a forest so self-sufficient. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. By planting in layers, we create a living blanket over the soil that keeps it cool and moist. And you know what that means? Much less watering for you. It also shades out the weeds, which means a lot less work for you. The result is a beautiful garden that practically takes care of itself, all while giving you an amazing amount of food and medicine. All right, let's get to the fun part, the food. We'll start with what I call the hidden treasures. These are plants you've probably seen your whole life. Maybe you've even walked right past them, never knowing they were a delicious early spring meal, just hiding in plain sight. I want to start with a plant that I would bet is already growing in your shade garden right now, the hosta. For decades, we've all planted it for those big, beautiful leaves. But here's the secret. The hosta is a wonderful, edible vegetable. In Japan, the young shoots that come up in the spring, they call them urui, are a real delicacy. And the best part? They taste just like fresh asparagus. To grow them, you do absolutely nothing. They're already happy right where they are. In early spring, you just snap off the young, rolled-up shoots, take them inside, and sauté them in a little butter. You get a gourmet meal from a plant you just thought was for decoration. For adding fresh, vital nutrients to your body after a long winter, well, it really doesn't get easier or more surprising than that. And the hosta is really just the beginning. Your shade garden can be full of these early spring treats. Imagine the fresh, garlicky taste of ramps chopped into your scrambled eggs. They just love moist shade and are full of good things that support a healthy heart. Or picture the crisp, tender leaves of miner's lettuce in your very first salad of the year. It grows without any effort at all and is just packed with vitamin C for a strong immune system. How about the bright, lemony tang of wood sorrel sprinkled over a piece of baked fish? This pretty little ground cover is brimming with antioxidants. Or the elegant, earthy flavor of fiddlehead ferns, simply steamed with a little butter. They provide wonderful vitamins for your eyes and your bones. Every one of these is a unique taste of spring, and they all prefer the shade. Now that we've talked about those wonderful spring surprises, let's talk about the everyday workhorses of the shade garden. These are the herbs that will become the backbone of your kitchen, giving you fresh, lively flavors for your family's favorite meals day in and day out. If you enjoy making a good soup or a hearty stew, then you absolutely need to grow lovage. This incredible plant has a flavor that's like celery, but magnified by 10. Seriously, just one single leaf will give you the same savory, deep flavor as a whole bunch of celery from the store. It's that secret ingredient that will make your winter soups completely unforgettable. And it couldn't be easier to grow. It just wants a bit of shade and moist soil, and it comes back bigger and better every single year. Plus, as a gentle digestive aid, a little lovage and your meal can help soothe and comfort your stomach. You know, your shade garden can also be your own personal living spice rack. Imagine sweetening your afternoon tea with the liquor-scented leaves of sweet Sicily. It's a wonderful, natural way to satisfy a sweet tooth. Or winding down at the end of a long day with a calming cup of lemon balm tea, which is famous for helping to quiet the mind and encourage a more restful sleep. Think about having an endless supply of fresh mint for your iced tea all summer long, which is also a classic remedy for settling an upset stomach. And for the more adventurous cook, the young leaves of ground elder offer a unique celery and parsley flavor for your stews, along with a healthy dose of spring minerals. These are the simple, fresh flavors that make everyday cooking special. all grown effortlessly in the shade. Now, I want to talk about a very special group of plants. These are the ones that do more than just feed our bodies. They nourish our health in a deeper way. This is where your shade garden becomes your own gentle, personal apothecary, filled with plants that care for you. Let's talk about a plant that has a very unfair reputation: stinging nettle. I know the name sounds, well, intimidating, but please hear me out, because this is one of the most powerful, health-giving plants you can possibly grow. It is a nutritional powerhouse, just loaded with iron, calcium, and all sorts of minerals. And here's the magic trick. The moment you steam it or blanch it in hot water, the sting completely disappears. It's gone. And what's left is a delicious, deep green that tastes like rich spinach and makes the most nourishing soup you've ever had. For anyone who deals with stiff joints, nettle has a long, long history of providing gentle, mineral-rich support. So please don't let the name fool you. This is a friend you want in your garden. And the wonderful medicine of the shade garden just keeps going. Imagine the peppery, immune-boosting power of watercress, which actually has more calcium than milk to help support strong bones. Or the beautiful lungwort, whose name itself tells you about its traditional use for soothing winter coughs and supporting clear breathing. The elegant arching stems of Solomon seal offer gentle support for your joints. And of course, the delicious elderberry gives you a powerful tool for making syrup to help fend off the seasonal colds. And finally, comfrey, the gardener's best friend. Now, we don't eat this one, but its deep roots pull up minerals from way down in the soil, and its leaves make a free living fertilizer for your entire garden. It's a garden that truly takes care of you and itself. But you know, I've saved the most remarkable plant for last. What if I told you that one of the most potent and comforting medicines in the entire world can be grown right there in that shaded corner of your yard from a single piece of root you bought at the grocery store? I'm talking about ginger. It really is that simple. You just plant a piece of organic ginger in a pot, keep it in a warm, shaded spot all summer, and by the end of the season, you'll have a whole harvest of the freshest, most fragrant ginger you have ever tasted. For anyone who deals with daily aches and pains, a warm cup of tea made from your very own homegrown ginger, well, it's just a wonderful, comforting thing. Feeling inspired? I certainly hope so, because I really want you to know that everything we've talked about isn't just possible, it's easy. You can start building your own beautiful, productive shade garden this very weekend. Let's just walk through the simple steps together. It's really just 4 simple steps. First, pick your spot, that shady corner we've been talking about this whole time. Second, and this is the most important part of all, add a nice thick layer of mulch, at least 4 inches deep of shredded leaves or wood chips. This is the foundation for everything. Third, you plant in layers, just like a forest. Put your taller plants in the back and the shorter ground covers in the front. And fourth, just give it a good deep watering about once a week. That's it. You see, you're not just planting a garden, you're creating a little self-sustaining ecosystem that works with nature, not against it. And that's really the beautiful secret of the shade garden. That corner of your yard that you may have thought was a problem, it's actually a place of incredible potential. A place of surprising new flavors, gentle medicine, and just effortless beauty. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. If you found this helpful, a simple click on the like button really does make a huge difference in helping other folks find this information. And if you subscribe, you won't miss our next time together. But most importantly, I'd really love to hear from you. Which of these plants sparked your imagination? Which one are you thinking you might want to try first? Please let me know in the comments below. I truly do read every single one, and I look forward to hearing your stories. Until next time, be well and happy gardening.